Today, we are going to learn about if-else statements in Python. If-else statements create a condition that is then determined to be true or false. If true, then the block of code is run, and the entire if-else statement is completed. If false, then the block is skipped, and the code moves to the next block, and the system repeats. If-else statements are incredibly important in input-output projects, especially if numbers are being utilized in these projects. Now, let's learn how to use if-else statements. First, declare our variables. So, a equals 20 and b equals 100. Now, write if, which initiates the first half of the if-else function. Then b is greater than a, which is the condition of the function. Then colon. Then, since if initiates a block, then the next line should be indented. So, on the next indented line, write print, in parentheses and in quotation marks, b is a larger number. Then, with no indent, because we are starting another block, else, which initiates the second half of the if-else statement and only occurs if the first part is false. Then colon. Then with an indent, write print, in parentheses, in quotations, a is the larger number. Now, when we run the code, it outputs b is a larger number, because 100 is larger than 20. However, if we make a 200 instead and run the code, it will print a is the larger number, because now 200 is greater than 100. However, what if the numbers are the same? To figure this out, we can use the elif statement, which stands for else if. Elif allows for more than one condition to be tested in each if-else statement, allowing for another condition to be tested if the first condition wasn't true. Now, let's learn how to use elif statements. First, let's declare our variables. So, c equals 30 and d equals 30. And let's start with our if statement. So, if c is greater than d, colon, then on the next indented line, write print, in parentheses, in quotation, c is the larger number. Next, with no indent, elif, which is our if-else statement, c equals d, colon, then enter, and on the next indented line, write print, in parentheses, in quotations, c equals d. Last, let's write our else statement. So else, colon, then on another indented line, write print, parentheses, in quotations, d is the larger number. When we run the code, the output will be c equals d, because 30 equals 30. Now, let's learn about the nested if-else statement. A nested if-else statement allows for if-else statements to be within another if-else statement, allowing the value to be checked by two conditions in one statement. First, let's declare our variables. So, e equals 100, and start with the standard if statement. So, if e is greater than 20, colon, then on the next indented line, write print, e is greater than 20. Then, On another indented line, write if e is less than 1000. Indents signify a block of code, which was started by the first if. So the nested if statement is part of the larger if statement, which means that it has to be indented. Then colon. Then on a double indented line, since it is part of both if statement blocks, write print in parentheses in quotations, e is less than 1000. Now on another single indented line, we will write our else statement, then colon, and on another double indented line, write print in parentheses in quotations, e is greater than 1000. Finally, finish the function with the else function for the larger if statement block. So, with no indents. Else, colon, then single indent, write print, in parentheses, in quotations, e is less than 20. And when we run the code, you will see that e is greater than 20, because 100 is greater than 20, and e is less than 1000, because 100 is less than 1000. So, we now know how to use if-else statements, the elif statement, and nested if-else statements in Python. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.